ours as Americans to never forget. And the fact that each and every one of you are here today to remember my father-in-law, the 342 other firemen, the NYPD, the police department, and all of the victims, is proof in the pudding that we have not forgotten. So I ask you to give yourselves a round of applause for remembering all of our victims that day. On the morning of September 11th, my father-in-law was off. When he saw what happened, him and his partner jumped in their car, made their way over to Rescue 5, jumped on the rigs, and never came home. A few years after September 11th, my family and I decided to start the Carl V. Bini Memorial Fund. We wanted to continue my father-in-law's lifelong belief in helping others. Carl was the type of man that always put everyone else first and put himself second. If there was a situation, he responded, and the word no never existed in his vocabulary. I'm sorry. Our organization has been around for 10 years now. We're celebrating our 10th year. And some of the recent accomplishments that we've been involved with, just to let each and every one of you know, is the Heart for Jake campaign. And also, we were one of the first organizations on the ground after Hurricane Sandy. My mother-in-law always says, just do the right thing, and it's not about making it about us, but just Carl would want us to just do the right thing. And I hope he's shining down on us today. With this beautiful weather, I know him and all the guys up there are saying, Mons, you and your friends, we got everything up here, you just take care of business down here. Once again, on behalf of my family and I'd like to thank each and every one of you for coming here today, supporting us, and let's have a great day. At this time, I'd like to introduce Councilman Bini and State Assemblyman Joe Borelli.
Thank you, Mons. Let's hear it from us, everybody. This organization was unbelievable this year, particularly in the wake of Sandy and everything it did for all Staten Islanders. We appreciate it. The goal here today is $200,000. Can we do it, Staten Island? We got to do it from us. We got to do it for the memory of those of 9/11. And God bless you and thank you for everything you've done for all of our constituents, for Staten Island. We love the organization. We know we're going to do it. I want to introduce my good friend and colleague, Assemblyman Joe Borelli. Joe?
Thank you. Thank you all for coming. Let's get one fact straight. When Hurricane Sandy hit us last year, there is one organization that's here today that stood out among the rest as stepping up for Staten Island, and that was the Carl V. Bini Foundation. They cannot do it, they could not do it without the help and support of their friends, family, and everyone who just wants to come out today and have a good time. So give yourself a nice round of applause and have a good ride today.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
Next up to the microphone, Crisby. I'm going to need an explanation on why Crisby, but that can be after.
Yeah, very good.
Okay, everybody, welcome to the Carl Bini Foundation, and I'd like to thank everybody for coming. Our law enforcement has asked us to do a safety check before we do this ride. Everybody that goes out on the ride, they want you to ride in a standard formation, 2 seconds apart, and if anybody has any problems, to pull over to the right. No one is allowed to go in the left-hand lane. That is for the law enforcement to come from the back to the front so that they can block all the entrances. Okay, so let's all have a safe ride. Let's say thanks to the NYPD for our escort.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, before we get started, of course, we have to do one very important thing. And at this time, I would like to introduce Terry Tarangelo to begin this morning and afternoon's events by singing our nation's national anthem. So at this time, I need each and every one of you to rise off your bikes if you're sitting on your bikes, remove your caps, and as I hand the microphone over to the beautiful Terry Tarangelo.
Thank you. Massimo, I want to just say thank you. I'm honored to be here today, to you and your family, for everyone that's here, and have a safe ride. While the storm clouds gather far across the sea, let us swear allegiance to a land that's free. Let us all be grateful for a land so fair, as we raise our voices in the sky. America, land that I love. Stand beside her and guide her through the night with the light from above, from the mountains to the prairies, to the ocean, white with foam. God bless America, my home, sweet home. God bless America, our home, sweet home, sweet home, sweet home. Thank you.
Terry Tarangelo, everybody. Let's hear it for her now. Make some noise.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, thanking each and one of you for coming out. We're asking all of our riders to make their way towards their motorcycles.
The island and the bikes. You gotta tie the island up and get them on. They should go to church right now.
We ask all our
Years ago on a
spectators
Sunday, I went out
to
for
start
bagels.
making their way out onto Wall Road.
I realized there was a bicycle run starting from there. That was before the cell phones were all. I was about 3 hours. I fucking never got back.
Once again, asking all of our motorcycle riders to make their way to their bikes.
Sure. Get here late, make trouble. I don't know. I know, it's not.
Frank, we got the cue. Start your engines, ladies and gentlemen. Start